What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Easter Sunday charting session. So if you're here and you are one of the killers who is obsessed with the market as I am, happy Easter to you if you celebrate, but also happy Sunday and having the wherewithal and the understanding that this is a 24/7 job. We did not, even though we chose this job, we were certainly almost meant to do it because we're here on a Sunday when we should be with our families. And if you are not and you're alone, hello, let's chart together and let's hang out. So I am sick, so I apologize for my voice, but I'm just going to go over how I chart everything getting into the week, what I'm looking for, and levels I'm going to play. My average hold time as a scalper is definitely below 5 minutes, so I'm looking at this for overall market structure rather than, having long swing plays or anything like that. I mean, it is evident. I just have NQ pulled up because that is all I simply trade. And it is no secret, guys, we have been in an upward channel rip. I mean, nonstop, just straight movement right up. I mean, I don't know if this thing is gonna pull back and stop at any time during an election year until we get to 19,000. We will see, but it certainly looks like the whole level of 19,000 is within play. So what I'm looking for here on the daily time frame, I'm just kind of do a little bit of a top-down approach. We've got, clear resistance right here around the 18,600 level. I like to chart, just get these lines out where they're wicking the most. And I mean, it looks like we had some resistance here, but it's now acting as support, clearly. I mean, we can even move this down a little bit, move it up right at 18,000. So we know that 18,000 is going to be our support. But we are in somewhat of a, downtrend on the daily coming into this, clear imbalance, but it's already been rated a couple times. So it looks like we're going to have support here, or at least some form of settlement in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and remove those. Let's get down into the 4 hour, 240 minutes. Okay. Still obviously in an uptrend, but what we're seeing is we've got clear. Let's see, let's get this out of the way first. We had resistance here, and it looks like it will be acting as support right at 18,364. I like that. Let's get a shape in here. Okay. So we've got a clear, I want to call those supply zones. I don't like using that terminology. It's clearly an area of interest where sellers are much stronger. Do with that what you will. But I mean, even down here, looking at these imbalances, this imbalance was rated, this one was somewhat, but not really. We clearly have some support down here. So I would definitely draw something along these lines, I think. Excuse me. Okay, so my thesis thus far, between 18,600, basically this 100-point move up here is going to act as our resistance. Down here, we've got clear support. These things are starting to, to take shape. But one thing I am noticing, and I'm sure you guys see it as well, so we got somewhat of a flag up here, or pennant, whatever you want to call them, in this general area. Okay, so are we expecting price to just, come down, ping pong up, down, and then we move back into this zone? Because if this line here at 18,350 or so acts as some form of support or area of consolidation, will we start to move back up? I think we are going to move down a little bit. We've got this bearish engulfing here. Could move down a little bit into this imbalance. Let's see as we dig down into the 1 hour. Shrink this up a little bit. So our areas of quote unquote supply and demand are still holding true. And I do like seeing this. I want to make this a little bit smaller. So as I'm looking at this, I definitely don't see us having a move to take out this swing low from February 21st at 17,600 would take likely a catastrophic event. I just think there's too much momentum and speed in this market, bringing it to the upside. I mean, as we go from the 4 hour to the 1 hour, we are already at the top end of this, regression flag channel, whatever you want to call it. I do expect it to move down though, as we come in throughout this week, either to retest this low or sweep the liquidity below it to bring us back up. I do not, let's take a look at, I don't like using a Fibonacci on this time frame, but pivot high to pivot low right here. I mean, interesting. Possibly. I don't know. I don't want to use a Fibonacci on this, but that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's see. All right, so that's the 1 hour time frame. I mean, we've got clear buyers in control in this. I mean, and that's why I have this line here at 55. Like, the buyers, one, massive imbalance, but two, pretty close imbalance right here. That has already been rated and swept through, so I wouldn't really chart that out. But even as we're in this down channel, we still have a lot of aggressive buyers, but sellers like sweeping out those rallies. Look at this. I mean, rally 1, sellers swept it. Rally 2, sellers swept it. Rally 3, sellers swept it, but it looks like we're more in an area of consolidation. 30-minute time frame. Still kind of the same in terms of areas of support and resistance. Now, mind you guys, if you are seeing something that I am not, by all means, please put that in the comment section. But now this is the area that I'm going to start to focus on as we get into the lower time frames. Mainly because as someone who holds their trades a little bit shorter, I'm not playing the super long game as I would if I was with an investment account. Look at this, though. So this zone from 510 to 540, a lot of sellers in there, obviously predicated as we look to the left. We've got this right here. And then within this channel, we have a smaller area of support for now. I don't know if I'm going to leave this on my chart throughout the week. But as we go from just about the middle of that candle or so, this seems to be our little area of consolidation. This is where you blow your account. This is where you get frustrated as a trader and you need to trade smarter than that, in my opinion. So with the 30-minute time frame, I want to put on, let's put the VWAP back on. Okay. So we are back below VWAP. But we're in this, what you would call an area of importance in terms of support. So thesis so far, do we come back up, break out of this channel, retest VWAP and move lower back to this area that, like I said, as we look to the left, was acting as resistance, which now may act as support coming down, possibly. Let's move down into the 15-minute. And more of like a sideways horizontal price action. Yeah, I mean, this is just chop city. Even though you're getting these decent moves, if you're trading on an extended time frame, this is beyond annoying. But I mean, shoot, as we look at the 15-minute, is this whole area right here now using the top of the channel as support? And do we move up sooner than we anticipated? Does that invalidate the thesis? of on the higher time frames us retesting this low before we move back up, which would make the most sense. Strong move up, channel move up. But I mean, we are holding strong right here. This channel right now is almost more interesting than this. 5 minute, very much so. We've wicked out, boom, boom, boom. And now we're still moving up. So I think we're definitely going to have a VWAP retest on this on the higher time frame for sure. I'm not going to look at the 1 minute. So basically coming into this week, here's what I'm looking at, guys. I'm going to want to see how the pre-market starts to shape out. This is going to be the moneymaker up here, where we are up in this. I apologize that it's not shrinking down as much as I wanted to. There we go. So we have a clear support right here. Support within the support, I guess you could say. And I want to see how this is going to move up this week, especially as we roll throughout the week. I don't know what the news looks like, but this is what I'm watching. This is how I chart every single weekend, especially on Sunday. So if you made it to the end of this video, guys, thank you so much. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Again, a no BS trading channel is what I'm going for, and I would appreciate your support. Thanks.